Alright, everybody, you guys are joining me here for the last game of the season. We have a Champions League final against Manchester City. This game decides everything. It decides if we continue on with this save, and it decides how I'm going to be for the rest of the video. Alright, so let's just get into it right now. Go to match. Let's do it. You can see the lineup there. The tactic has changed a little bit since the last video that I would have uploaded on it. I've now got 3 DMs in defence. I felt like that was a bit more solidity because I did do a little test with Liverpool in a 3DM formation and it worked very nicely. You probably will have seen that on the channel, or maybe it's coming out just after this video. Let's pause it there because I do have 10 times speed on. I've not been enjoying watching it on 10 times speed. I've just been using it to get through the seasons quickly. I thought we were about to see a goal there, but that's gone out for a corner kick. And I'm actually not used to seeing it this slow at this point. Like, that's pretty poor. There's Josh King on the edge of the box. What's he going to do? Driving in. Pass intercepted. He scored a goal! Josh King has put us 1-0 up against Man City 1 minute into the Champions League final. Wow. Let's get a little replay on that. Muzakitis with the corner. It's cleared away by Haaland, but only to Chorizo, who was still in the box. He lays a pass off to Josh King, who runs all the way around Marmoush, takes a shot, it's blocked, but then acts fastest to get it over the goalie's head and into the roof of the net. It's 1-0, RB Leipzig with the first shot of the game. Absolutely phenomenal. And of course, because Josh King tried to take a little pass a bit earlier that Marmoush blocked. Now Chorizo doesn't get the assist and his development is now stunted. Thank you, Josh King, for ruining that. I've got to be honest, this is the most dominant I've seen this tactic in a long time. We've been drawing tons of games, and a bit of a spoiler, we barely won the Bundesliga. We'll go and check that out in a second after this game, and we'll also see some of the development from these players. As we are getting counter-attacked here, Haaland, he's going to play a ball through to Doku, who's got space, but he spreads it out to the other side of the pitch for Bernardo Silva. Marmoush now, he's taken down. I think that is going to be a free kick outside the box. We might get a bit lucky here, as I believe that was outside the box by Ahanor. Let's see. What's the goalie given? No penalty, just as I suspected. That's best case scenario for us there. And Ahanor does not get booked either, so we are doing just fine just now. Chorizo, what's he going to do? Takes on his man, gets by him, but then he's tackled. But the clearance does get to Haaland, unfortunately. We didn't think it was going to make it there. And here goes Bernardo Silva with the big switch. They've discovered how to counter us here. But ramming with a great save from Doku's shot, which I think was just going into the side netting anyway. Marmoush to take the corner. Cleared away by Gadou, and it's out for a throw in. Surely that's the end of the highlight. What I have been experiencing is key highlights haven't been too key for me, or they're lasting way too long. I'd like to just see maybe a couple passes before a goal. That's a key highlight for me. Just nice and fast, nice and snappy. And we've still got no one out there marking Doku. But it's alright. Gadou makes him work for it and gets the ball cleared out for a corner. So you can see 67% possession. That's not the type of football that I'm trying to play with this. You know, we're trying to counter-attack. Press when they have the ball. We're not really trying to hold the ball. Because we've just got so many bodies at the top of the pitch where we shouldn't be trying to hold the ball, we should be trying to score. Good challenge, and it's cleared away there by Josh King. Gavardio recovers it. Camarda can't pressure as much as he'd like. Doku looks a real threat, and it's hit Haaland's hand, referee. Oh, but it says Foden, so it's already a goal. That's how you know, guys. It says his name. So it's not going to be disallowed. They're going to give the goal here. That's alright. 1-1. Oh, the worst time to concede right before half time. Have a little nice chat with my players there. Let's play a bit positive. You know, balanced, we did get a goal, but it was from a set piece, so let's get a bit positive on them. Try to see some more attacking football. Carrizo's been playing pretty poorly. Juan Gadou with the yellow card. Muzakisis taking a free kick. Josh King. Back to Josh King. What can he do with it? He's gone past two. Josh King. Oh my word. Josh King is the best player we've ever seen here at RB Leipzig. The Champions League final. And he's pulling out a masterclass. Josh King. You can see he sees the space and he puts it past the both of them. Gets onto the end of it and sticks it in that far corner. A brilliant goal from Josh King to see us take the lead once again. And we're looking at some changes here. We have such depth in these attacking positions. Will it be Okwa or Carl? Okwa's going to come on down the right hand side. I do want to keep playing Udrago, so I think Carl is actually going to play on the right and Okwa on the left. We've not seen much of Diamande at all so far this game, and I think those attacking midfielder kind of players would be better suited to dropping back to defend. Diamande should have tried pressing that ball there. What's worrying me is they are on the attack here, and we're about to make changes. That's fine. Doku gets subbed off after missing that shot there. Josh King is supposed to be getting off the pitch here, apparently. I'm saying no to the assistant manager. He wants his hat-trick in a Champions League final. It'll go down in the history books for that one. But here goes Foden. Haaland's open in the box and he's found him, but Haaland stuck it over the bar as well there. Very exciting Champions League final here. We don't quite know who's going to grab the winner. Leonard Carl with the corner. Could this be a third to seal the game for RB Leipzig? Gadou at the back stick, can't get his head to it, it's fallen to Muzakitis, who's got the ball again, running down the left, he's trying to find an area for a cross, and he's hit it right at the goalie, and Aaron Okwa has got the goal, and it's 3-1. RB Leipzig looks secured to grab a Champions League final win. Aaron Okwa with the goal. This is like FIFA here, we're getting a load of rebound goals. Do I make any changes? Who have we got? Harry Gray. We give Harry Gray a run around for a Champions League final win. And then we'll bring on Koretsas as well to play in there. That seems just fine. Maybe a mistake. They might counter us here. Here we go. Ruben Diaz, Donnarumma now. Out wide to Phil Foden, who's now in that wide position. He's crossed it far post to Savinho, and we don't have the bodies. Oh, and Ramming! Ramming makes a brilliant catch across the goal. Have that, Haaland. He's caught your shot, mate. And Ramming seems like he's going to kick it long here. They've got all the bodies forward. Harry Gray can't capitalise on that long kick. What's going to happen? They've crossed it long again. They know how to beat us, but it's not enough. I think that's Nathan the Cat chasing. Ahanor clears it out for a throw-in, and that's brilliant defending. Absolutely fantastic. Ahanor. Nico Gonzalez. He's found Rodri, back to Gonzalez, and he's put it all the way back to Gavardiol. Negative football here. Gadou stands up Foden. Foden gets past him and Ramming again with a fantastic save to keep Leipzig with this 2-goal advantage. And Ahnor there again to clear the ball out for a throw-in. So much pressure being exerted onto this Leipzig defence. by this Manchester City attack, but they're handling it well. Ruben Diaz. Ake to switch the ball yet again. We've seen so many of those this game, and it's worked this time, but it's disallowed. We can already see that it's a disallowed goal for Manchester City, and Nico O'Reilly will not get his goal there. And the 2-goal advantage looks secure for this RB Leipzig team. Okay, it's coming down to the final moments. There's 5 minutes of extra time. Manchester City could make the most of this here. Foden just on the edge of the box, and he's put it in the top corner. Ramming could not get to that, and Leipzig still have a change to make. We might take off one of our yellow cards here, but that could also be the downfall. We've got 2 minutes left, 1 minute. Come on, referee! And that's it! RB Leipzig are Champions League winners by using the youth to gold method. So many transfers over these 2 seasons, and it's all worked out perfectly into a 3-2 win for RB Leipzig and Mr. Kong. You can see them in their tracksuits. The tracksuit mafia is lifting this trophy here, and the youth to gold method strikes again. Brilliant win. Man City humbled. And that is RB Leipzig champions of Europe in season 2. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So let's take a little look at competitions. So we were Bundesliga champions yet again. Stages. I don't want to see the relegation playoff. The league stage, we were 3 points, only 3 points ahead, which came down to the last game, which Bayer Leverkusen did lose to Dusseldorf, which I think just kept them out of the relegation playoff, so fair enough. To Dusseldorf, but we did manage to grab that trophy there. Of course, we lost the DFB Pokal yet again. Quarter-final, and so we're treble winners this season. That's phenomenal. Let's take a look at some of our players that we've got here. These Champions League winners that we know and love. We'll take a look at some selection info, where Kamada got 21 goals and 6 assists, Carrizo 19 goals and 8 assists, Josh King 13 and 14. And then our bench players, we had Karetzas with 9 and 5, Okwa with 9 and 9, Carl with 9 and 9, Ouedraogo only starting 8 times and getting 8 goals and 3 assists, Yan Diomande 8 goals, 12 assists. Musakitas, who started every single game that we would have been playing, he got 5 goals and 12 assists. A brilliant season for the young Greek. And that is just absolutely phenomenal all round from this whole team. Let's check a bit of not possession, I was looking at out of possession. Let's check a bit of development. We can see some improvement already here. I do want to see, can we see progress? I'm not quite sure how we see progress anymore, unfortunately. Performance. Not training. It won't be in training, will it? Progress report. It will be in training. So Kamada, attributes, all time. In the poacher role. No, I just want to see his all time. I don't know. What's that? 11, 12. It's hard to see. It's not the greatest UI screen there. But that's Kamada. He's got 16 finishing now, 15 anticipation. His physicals are absolutely phenomenal, and he's still 19, and he's a Champions League winner. He didn't score a lot of goals is the issue, but that's probably a tactical thing rather than a player thing, because we just had so many attackers, the goals were getting shared around. Maher Carrizo, great winger. He stepped in after Johan Bakayoko left. He actually left because we wanted Carrizo to be the main man, and the main man he was. He's developed so nicely since he first joined from Vélez in Argentina, and he's been phenomenal down that wing there. One of the main reasons we even got to the Champions League final. Josh King, one of the best players on the planet, brought in for around 45 million, and now he's worth 160 million pounds. He's got some really good stats all round. He can play anywhere, and you guys should definitely pick this guy up. I think he is one of the best players on the game. We have Konstantinos Karetsas. He's not developed too far since we first got him, but he has done pretty well. Aaron Okwa, very happy with his development. It does seem like he's reached a point with the team here where he's regressing, which is unfortunate. With Leonard Carl, who's just joined us this season, and he is just going to keep progressing and progressing. If you guys were to buy him, absolutely phenomenal. Asano Adrago, been here since the start, and he has been brilliant. He went on loan last season, he's come back this year, and he's really showed why he should have stayed. He did get a goal in the semi-final to send us through, which is really helpful, of course. Yan Diamande, been here since the start as well. He is the prime example of a winger on this game. If you want a good winger, Yan Diamande is the man for that. He's barely called up to his national team yet. He is probably the best player for the Ivory Coast there. He's got the greatest physicals on the team. His dribbling's phenomenal as well. That's all you need from a winger on this game. They'll score you goals and goals. Christos Mouzakitis, the next player in our spotlight. One of my favourites in this save here. He got 12 assists this season to really present himself as one of the best players on the team. 16 passing, 17 technique, and 16 decisions makes him one of the best defensive midfielders on the game. Onto the defence, we have Joan Gadou. He has a lot more development still in him. Mainly in his physicals, you can get him to an absolute beast. He's just not got that ball playing centre back about him. We have Honest Ahanor as well, one of my favourite players that we've brought in here. Still young, still can develop. Definitely one of the best we've signed. Nils Ramming, one of the most underrated players on the game. Definitely, I think, my favourite. He's shown in this save, he's a Champions League winner. You know, guys, Nils Ramming, my favourite player. But I'll show you the schedule here, how we got to where we did. Champions League, where were we? So we played the Young Boys, you know. We played Aston Villa, where we didn't concede a goal this time. After conceding 5, we made them concede 5. We then played Porto, who we beat 4-2 on aggregate. Then we had Arsenal, who beat 5-1. We drew 2-2 at their stadium at the Emirates. And then we beat them 5-1 here. And of course, went through to the final, where we won. So, I just want to say thank you guys for watching along with this save. We have just completed our first beta save of the year. Our first save in general. So, I hope you guys did enjoy watching along with the Youth to Gold. I'm very happy that we managed to win the Champions League. I do wish we could have gone on for longer. But as long as you guys enjoyed, it's all good. So, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have enjoyed. Bye bye.